Do your returns look like this the past few months? You aren't alone, the entire market is down. One legendary investor who isn't is Warren Buffett. That is because he has two rules of investing that he follows religiously. They made him a billionaire, and by following them, you should at least be able to become a millionaire. The best thing? They are very, very simple. Buffett's rule number one is, in fact, don't lose money. Which sounds like a ridiculous rule to follow when investing. Is it not inherently risky? Meaning you are bound to eventually pick a bad company and lose money. Well, yeah, Buffett himself makes bad picks sometimes. One as recent as 2013. In total, he would lose over 800 million. He also lost $23 billion during the Great Depression of 2008. Even Berkshire Hathaway was a bad investment. So Buffett himself loses sometimes. Don't lose money is more of a guideline.
Guideline is the actual rule.
You should do everything you can to avoid it. Don't spend frivolously, don't gamble, and don't invest thinking it is okay to lose. The last one is probably the most important. You should think about it like you're buying the entire business. Would you purchase something for 100 times the money you would get from it over 10 years? No, and that's good because that means you wouldn't buy Yahoo during the dot-com bubble. Even then, you shouldn't necessarily not have bought it. What's to say Yahoo would not have become Google? You need to do thorough enough research and make sure you understand the business you are investing in, which means before you even start thinking about buying, you will know everything about the company. You will know if it is a good business or not. But even then, you have to make sure you get it for a good price. If you buy the good business for a good price, you aren't guaranteed to eventually make money. Benjamin Graham said, "In the short term, the stock market is a voting machine. In the long term, it's a weighing machine." Eventually the stock market will catch on that you own a fantastic business and want to buy it from you, increasing its stock price. Even if it takes a long time, that time will eventually come. Heck, you might have already made a substantial amount of your money back as dividends when it does. All this hinges on knowing the business. So how do you know when you do know the business? How do you even start learning about the business? This is where some might be disappointed, but in the end it comes down to doing a lot of reading. You are required to read the annual reports and follow the earnings calls. Just don't be alarmed if the first one is super boring and takes a really long time to read through. You very quickly become better at reading them and learn what parts are important. Try reading 10 and compare how much easier the 10th is to read. Also, maybe start out with businesses in the field you're working in, or something you use, like say looking into a Target or a Costco. This way you should already have an intuition on key points like what brings customers, what competitors they have, and why this company in particular stands out above the rest. When you can answer these questions comfortably and confidently, you should have a good grasp on how the business will go in the future. If you can't tell, that's probably a sign that you don't fully understand it. Oh, and also, if you feel like you couldn't own it forever, you shouldn't really buy it, weighing machine and all. So, don't lose money is about being prudent with what you choose to do with your money. Do not invest in things you don't understand. Make sure you buy businesses that are cheap and have patience. The rule, while simple, isn't actually a rule, it's the mindset you must have when investing. So what do you do when your friends invest in the newest hot technologies and make massive short-term returns? Do you also buy it? No, that's when you remember rule number 2. Don't forget rule number 1. The stock market is a long-term game. Compounding is an incredibly powerful tool. It's a marathon, not a sprint. In the long run, you will be better off by following rule number 1. Don't lose money. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe and have a great day.